Hi, my name is Raul Vergara. I'm with Color-Based Solar Solutions, and I want to talk to you today about an unprecedented attack on the solar industry by the utility companies of the state of Florida, and how it affects not only the solar customers, but it also affects the pocketbook of every non-solar customer in the state of Florida. Hi, this is Raul Vergara with Color-Based Solar Solutions. I want you to subscribe to our channel, like us, follow us, so you can stay informed. Today we find ourselves in an unprecedented attack on the solar industry that can be devastating to our local economies, our environment, and your own personal pocketbooks. The utility companies have united to try to pass Senate Bill 1024, House Bill 741 in the Florida legislature. And what this House bill and Senate bill does is that it takes away your solar rights. But more importantly, it affects every other non-solar customer in Florida because it is going to lead to much higher electric rates. The utility companies claim that they need to protect people that do not have solar on their roofs from having to share a burden of their neighbors putting solar on their roofs. They have put a $30 million price tag on what they claim is costing non-solar customers to subsidize the solar customer. And therefore, they have asked the state of Florida to pass legislation which will require the Public Service Commission by January 1st, 2023 to look at the net metering agreements and revamp them with three things in mind. The new net metering agreement that will take over after January 1st, 2023 will require that non-solar customers do not pay any burden of the cost for solar customers. It would allow the utility companies to put additional fees onto the solar customers, and it will allow the utility companies to add expenses to the solar customers. What this is going to do is going to devastate the solar industry in Florida. Solar industry in Florida employs 41,000 people today. When a similar law like this was passed in the state of Nevada in 2016, 59,000 people lost their jobs. 50% of the industry was laid off. And the same thing would happen in Florida. It will make the economics of solar go back to 2013, when the payback period would be 17 or 18 years, therefore less people can make that investment. So let me tell you a little bit about why it is so important that you do not support this bill and you contact your legislation and make sure that they don't support this bill. This bill does not protect the non-solar customers. Quite the contrary. If this bill passes and the customers do not invest into solar, the non-solar customers' bills are going to go up. The fact of the matter is that a solar customer today, it is the best asset that a non-solar customer has. The solar customer today, when they invest into their solar systems, when they invest into their panels for their home, not only are they strengthening the grid, but they're lowering the cost of the grid. By investing into the grid, they are investing into the non-solar homes. A future in Florida is a bright future for solar. We have the capability to maintain the cost of electricity down by investing into more solar home. Solar rooftop is 20% more efficient than doing a power plant and bringing that power to your home. So when a household in Florida makes that investment into solar panels to produce power for their homes and storage, they're actually strengthening the neighborhood's capabilities. A solar customer has been proven do not cost anybody else any money. They're actually saving everybody else money. The utility company will have you believe that they're spending $30 million in buying back that power from those solar customers. What they're not sharing with you is that if they had to provide the power plants, if they had to produce that energy themselves, it will cost them far more than $30 million. That cost, that additional cost, will be picked up by you and I as the consumers. Because when the utility companies invest money into this infrastructure, when they invest money into the power plants, you and I have to pay for that. That comes out of our pockets in the way of higher electric rates. So those $30 million that the electric companies are spending buying that power from the solar customers is actually far cheaper than it will cost them to produce it themselves. If this bill passes in the Florida legislature and the solar investment goes down in Florida, less people invest into solar, our infrastructure, our grid, would have to be upgraded at a much higher cost. Let me put things in perspective for you. We have seen, I'm sure you looked around in your neighborhood and you see more and more people driving electric cars. We all agree that electric cars is the future. Well, those electric cars are going to put a burden on our electric grid that we're not prepared for today. You walk around your neighborhoods, you're seeing the same power lines that were there many years back. You're seeing the same transformers that were there many years back. You're seeing the same substations that were there many years back. If 5 people in your block start driving electric, and those 5 people in your block are connected to the same transformer in the back of your yard, and those 5 people plug their cars at the same time, that transformer cannot handle the load. Upgrading that transformer is a far greater cost than allowing people to invest into solar. I drive an electric vehicle. When I plug my electric vehicle at home, I'm drawing a lot of power. But because I have solar panels on my roof, I'm offsetting that demand on the grid. My solar panels are helping the grid. Many states across the country have already adopted similar policies, allowing the storage and the solar panels from individuals to be shared into the grid. They enter into agreements with the homeowners that when the homeowner's house needs more power, it comes from the grid. When the homeowner has excess power, it goes back to the grid. If the utility company has a high demand period and needs additional power, they tap into the storage that are installed in those homes and they lower the load on the grid. Therefore, not having to have higher investment and saving every customer and that grid, solar and non-solar, money. Please follow us, stay tuned. We'll be posting more information as we get it, but it's very important. There's a link on this video, a take to action, that you can write your local representatives. Let them know that you're opposed to higher electric costs. Let them know that you're opposed to having to make higher investments and that you are against House Bill 741, Senate Bill 1024. Follow us, subscribe so we can keep you informed. I'll bring more information as we have it.